Our next guest is one of the all-time Broadway greats whom you can see right here in L.A. in Stephen Sondheim's Old Friends. It runs from this Saturday until March 9th at the Amundsen Theater. Please say hello to Bernadette Peters.
I'm so happy to see you.
I'm happy to see you, too. Are you taller than Ariana Grande? Or, I mean, how do we compare? Did we figure that out?
Well, my shoe has a little platform,
Okay.
so I don't know what kind of... I'm a little taller.
I feel like Johnny Carson sitting next to you right now, I have to say. How many times are you on The Tonight Show with Johnny?
I don't know. A lot.
A lot of times.
Because he started in New York. I started in New York, and then he came out to Hollywood. I came out to Hollywood many times.
Did he ever try to marry you after the show?
Yes.
He did? Yeah. I would think so. I would understand that, yeah. That's, I saw you for the first time. Now, I met you actually like right before our show started, before it went on the air. You were nice enough to be in a sketch with me. But the first time I saw you in person was in Las Vegas, where I grew up. You were on, it was a taping of a show called Circus of the Stars.
Was that in Las Vegas?
Yes. Do you remember that?
I must have wanted to just forget that part of my memory, but tell me about it. Tell me about it.
You were the, what do they call it, like the ringmaster?
A ringmaster,
yes.
Yeah.
In fact, I have a photograph from that very show. It's you and Jerry Lewis.
Oh, my God.
Did you know Jerry well?
Not well.
No?
No, not at all.
Not at all. Did you know he was standing behind you when you took this picture?
I think I knew that, yeah.
But, yeah, it was exciting to see you. You worked in Vegas when you were a child, right?
Well, yeah, actually, the first time I was there, I was actually 13 years old.
13 years old.
And, you can't do anything when you're 13 years old. You have to, like, walk through the casino really fast. I was doing a show that we had brought from New York. It was Gypsy. It was called the show Gypsy.
Sure, yeah.
So yeah. So I was one of the kids in Gypsy. I was 13 years old. And you were also, you weren't there then, but you came as a kid also.
Yeah, no, I was 9 when I moved to Las Vegas.
Yeah.
I lived there from age 9 to 18. And, yeah, I remember that. In the casinos, like, you were allowed, you could be in it, but you couldn't go near the machines.
No.
If you did, they'd kind of move you away from the slot machines and that sort of thing.
You couldn't do anything. So did you go horseback riding and enjoy the desert and things like that?
I did a little bit, yes. We did go.
That's beautiful.
You know what? Cleto and I, our band leader, would go horseback riding whenever we could save up $7.
Aww.
And I'm horribly allergic to horses, so I'd go anyway and get all... Did you do that? Did you go?
I did go one morning, like at dawn. I did, and I loved it. It was great. Did you go to the did you go to the main drag for the shrimp cocktails?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm like 40% shrimp cocktail. Yeah. The shrimp cocktails the shrimp are like sea monkeys. They're not even shrimp. They're like the smallest shrimp in the biggest glass.
Well, depends where you get them.
I guess, yeah. We didn't go to the good places.
No.
I wasn't in Gypsy when I was a kid.
No, I'm sorry.
I worked at a pizza place is what happened. Is that a memory that you had a good time living there in Las Vegas?
When I was 13?
Yeah.
No.
No, it wasn't fun?
No, it was better when I was an adult.
It was better when you were an adult?
Much better when I was an
Right,
adult.
because you were there with Bob Newhart. You guys did a show together, right? How long did you guys do that show?
You know, I was with him quite a bit. And then what was fun would be in his dressing room after his friends Don Rickles would come over.
Oh, that's great.
With his wife. And Steve and Edie would come over.
Wow.
So that was lovely.
Was that exciting for you to be in the middle of all that? And did Don make fun of you?
A little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
No, he didn't make fun of me.
He didn't? No. Did you want him to make fun of you?
No, I was afraid.
Oh, you were?
Yeah. You don't want Don Rickles to...
One of my all-time favorite movies is The Jerk, which you made with Steve Martin back in the day. And in fact, I have a great photo here of you, Steve, and Bob Newhart. And if you really kind of pay attention to what's happening there, Steve's just missing your face with that fork. This movie, do you ever go back and watch The Jerk?
Not really.
Oh,
no.
man, is it funny. It is so funny. It is unbelievable. And Carl Reiner directed that movie.
Carl Reiner directed it, and the wonderful part is I used to ride in the car in the morning with them to go to work. And they'd be writing the movie in the car.
Really?
Yeah, and especially I remember one morning the scene where I'm supposed to be asleep, and he's next to me going, you know, I've only known you 2 weeks, but it really feels like 2 years because the first hour really felt like 10 hours, and the second day really felt like for 3 weeks, and he went through this whole thing in his head, and that happened in the car, going to work.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember him picking out a thermos for you, and yeah. That's, I mean, boy, why to work with those two guys. And you guys, and you and Steve, to me, were the most, I mean, there's a couple that I was like, oh my God, will these people please adopt me and take me away from this family?
Was that when you were in Vegas?
That was when, yeah, it was really, first when I was in Vegas. You're doing this musical. I'm going to come see you, by the way, in this musical. Stephen Sondheim and old friends.
Old friends.
And you've worked with Stephen Sondheim a bunch of times.
Many times,
Many times.
Yeah, but it's such an entertaining show and uplifting, which is kind of important right now. I think you're going to really enjoy it.
Yeah, I could use some uplifting.
Yeah.
And then you will, after the LA run, you're going to Broadway.
We go to Broadway, and Lea Salonga's in it, and we have a great cast. We have some of the cast from London, and we have great New York people in it, and I'm so proud to be in it.
Is it like a greatest hits kind of thing where you've picked, picked certain songs that you want to do from various musicals?
It has a beautiful beginning and arc. It has part of the shows that he has written, all the music from the shows that he has written. We picked it in a way that it takes you on this beautiful musical journey. And it's quite lovely by the end.
I mean, I have to say, I've never had a bad time on a beautiful musical journey, that's for sure.
No.
I bet some are saying this is better than Circus of the Stars.
I hope so.
None of that? You don't remember any of that? Because it'd be like Steve feeding Edie to a lion or something like that.
You know, I had to look it up.
Yeah, oh, you did?
And I saw Brooke Shields hanging from a rope.
Brooke Shields was hanging from a rope.
She went on to have a wonderful career, and now she's the president of Equity. So, I mean, you know, she had grit. She had grit that carried her through.
Yeah, she had circus grit. Not just grit, but circus grit. Circus grit is the best kind of grit. You have to have, like, if you're going to be in a car with 40 other clowns, you have to have circus grit. You can't just...
hang from a rope.
Well, it's very exciting to have you here. Thank you for being here. I can't wait to see you in the show. It's called Stephen Sondheim, Old Friends. It opens on Saturday here in L.A. at the Amundsen Theater, runs until March 9th, and then Broadway starting on March 25th. Bernadette Peters, everybody, will be back with Victoria Canal. Guillermo, do you know how many subscribers we have on YouTube now?
20 million.
That's right, yeah. That's why we're wearing these glasses. Thanks for being a subscriber. If you're not, help us get to 20 million and one.